Hi everyone, welcome back to Hope and Coffee. I'm Hope and Coffee, and I'm just about to need a refill, I do believe. But this particular recording session, I feel like I've had a couple of opinions that I've kind of wanted to get out. And you'll probably see over the next few days, and I don't know, I would love to know your opinions when it comes to these sorts of things. Like, what are your thoughts on some of these topics? Today's topic is about the return to the office and the movement of the telework versus office work. So that's what this particular topic is going to be about. But I would love to know some of your other thoughts regarding some of the other videos. So please leave comments. Like, it really helps me understand what you all are kind of looking for in content. Also, please subscribe. It would really help me out as I continue to try to grow this channel. I think when I reach 100 subscribers, I'm going to try to do a giveaway. And I'll find one of my subscribers to gift something to, whether it be a gift card or something like that. I will try to make it a little special. But anyway, we are on the roll to talk about why the return to the office movement doesn't make a lot of sense. And I was actually thinking about this while I was in the office today. And I do. Even during the pandemic, I was required more or less to go into the office, sit at my desk, and fill a seat. It was not that I was doing anything of extraordinary value. I just really apparently needed to be there so I could, they could pretend that they had me doing something. I don't really know. And that was a little detrimental to my mindset. But right now, what I'm doing, I feel like a valuable part of my team that I'm part of. However, there are parts of my day where I know for sure I could work from home. I am able to do a large chunk of my work from a remote setting and am still able to have peace of mind that my puppers are doing well. This little guy right here, Leo, he is still fairly new to this apartment, so he's still having a couple little accidents. And for me, just having that peace of mind to know that if I'm close by, that I can take him out or address his needs. Argos right here, the little fluffy black one, he was recently diagnosed with diabetes. So, of course, me being in the office does also stress me out a little bit because I don't know some days how he's doing. I do have a camera, but right now I'm not paying for the subscription in order for it to record. So it'll tell me when there's movement and then I can log in and kind of see what's going on, but I can't retain the videos. So, but I feel like the return to the office movement by workplaces is more or less because they want to ensure that the money they're paying salary-wise and hourly-wise is being put to use. They want to ensure that for the 8 or 9 hours that you are, I guess, assigned to be working and to be paid, you are doing something for them. I get that. I get that that's kind of the mindset behind the return to work. Because if you are in the office, you're not running to Target, you're not going to Starbucks, you're not sitting at home in your pajamas on your couch, you're I don't know, not sleeping late, you're not crawling back in bed. And I guess if you are salary, for some companies, that would be a reason to go back to work because then they're paying you to really not do your job. So at that point, they do want you to be back in the office. But if I'm doing the same thing of sitting in the office and, trying to fill my time by finding trainings to do or anything like that, then it mentally is more, I guess, beneficial for me as an employee to be able to do at least some of my day from home where I can still log in. Like, I find that when I'm able to telework, especially in the afternoons, maybe just for an hour or so, if I have a medical appointment that takes me away from the office, I'm actually logging in more frequently and longer throughout the day than if I worked my full 8.5 hours and then clocked out and went home. Like, then I don't feel as though I'm going to clock in once I'm home. I'm just going to turn it off and you'll probably see me in the morning. However, if you gave me that flexibility to say, hey, okay, yep, all right, we're a little slow this afternoon. You can telework this afternoon for the next hour and a half or so. I will probably continue to telework for the next 2, possibly 3 hours of just logging in, checking emails, checking to make sure nothing needs to be addressed, checking on invoices, just because I want to, like, now I want to show you that I'm doing something, like, to ensure that I have earned my time. Now, that's just my perspective, but I don't know. When it comes to IT individuals, I think they can do a lot of their things from home, and they could do it in their pajamas just as easily, because what you need from them most is their minds and their knowledge to be able to do those sorts of things. Hopefully they have the technology at their disposal in their house to be able to do that, and that's great. That's awesome, because an IT individual is probably going to work long hours if they have to even address any sort of customer service or any sort of technical issues that arise. So maybe you should let them work from home more frequently. Anybody who's data entry, that's something that can probably be worked from home as well. But there are functions that seem more conducive to working from home. And especially if you're on a bunch of meetings all day long, then why not let them do that from home? Why do they have to sit in an office 5 feet from each other and then still log into a meeting together? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense, because they're still probably going to log in via Zoom or Skype or one of the other platforms for video streaming, because not everybody is probably going to be in the same location. So again, why do we force people to commute an hour to an hour and a half in order to just sit at a desk when they actually may be able to have a better quality of life when they may have when offered a bit more flexibility? I don't know. This is just my perspective. I get it, especially when it comes to salaried or higher paid individuals, of why a company or a business or an agency or entity would like that person to return to the office. They want to ensure they're getting their money's worth out of that individual. I get that. But if the work is getting done, if the projects are getting completed, the meetings are getting done, and everything is reaching conclusion satisfactorily, then it doesn't seem as though those individuals should be punished, or maybe more tasks should be figured out in order to ensure work is flowing appropriately. I'm not sure what the right answer is, but for me, I do think that the return to office movement by a lot of companies is something that really needs to be considered a bit more lenient. Leniently? Is that leniently a word? I'm not sure. But I think it definitely, for work-life balance especially, needs to be thought about for the mental health of workers as well as for quality of life. But we all don't work to live. We try not to live to work. We try to live, and then sometimes we go to work. There are two separate things, in my opinion. But anyway, until next time, I will see you all on the next page. Have a great one.